Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy, and welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf says allegedly, or that he wrote a blog about that, you drink. If MySoxSummer mentions his time on the West Coast, or that he doesn't know a player, you drink. And if I swear or say here's the thing, you of course drink. Also, you can make any of us shut the fuck up for 5 minutes for just $5. Or you can make all of us drink for $1.08 or more. Speaking of drinking, fellas, what are you drinking? And Beef, I'm going to start with you, my friend.
Baby, I got the ladies' man special, Leon Phelps, the Corizy-E tonight.
Oh,
Bless
man.
up, boys.
Great choice. Great
What's
choice. Did
Corizy-E
you steal that from my
taste like?
house? It's cognac.
It's cognac.
Okay.
It's just cognac. Yeah.
never
It tastes
had
like it's
cognac.
delicious and sexual.
All right. Did you steal that from Chorizy?
I think
No, this is actually gifted to me by my parents for doing their tax return. So
I love it.
you wish, Chorizy. How dare you?
I love it. It's delicious. It is delicious.
It is
My
delicious.
Summer, what are you
Absolutely.
drinking tonight?
You know, I saw a fun video today where some friends of the program, the Chicago Sports Bums, announced their picking of a bottle for a local liquor store back there at HBIC. Got me a little tasty for some Knob Creek, so I got
There we
my
go.
9-year bottle here. I started with my taste, as you know. I did my taste for
Just
the
a little taste.
Well, I did my
Just
taste
enough
for
to
the
wet your beak.
for the other show when we did
Okay.
the tourney wrap up. That was a 12-year that Yumper and Svo got me. And this is the 9-year for the show because I got to keep it level. I can't be doing 100 proof, the whole fucking show. Chorizy, what you drinking?
So I got some Maplewood. So right now I'm on the Pulaski Pills.
Nice.
Ooh, love it.
You know, it's a very South Side feeling beer for a North Side joint, but I really enjoy it. I like this one, and I have something later in the bag over here, it's like some kind of winter ale they made, which I've not had yet. So it'd be
I've not either.
first
Damn.
my first touch of it. It'd be wonderful. Can't wait.
Sweet.
That's going
Now-
to be great.
Normally we go around the horn here. We talk about some shit that's on our mind, like Luke would, and not our Luke, the Luke.
Uncle Luke.
MySoxSummer, you just recently went to Media Day, and I want you
did.
to break that shit down for me.
All right. So we're going to talk about Sox Media Day. That happened just here Wednesday, 10:30. Roll up in there. They give your boy media credentials, which is just awesome. Like you come in and you're like, "Sir, what is your name?" And then you have to give them your name, and then they give you your ID that has your picture all squished on it, so your face looks weird. Mine doesn't look as weird as Josh Nelson's did, but his was very weird. And then we walk into the scout seat lounge area, right, like where they have like the bar and everything. And I had not been there, fellas, since they redid it. Our guy Ross, who's head of food and beverage, like that was his big passion project. That fucking place is beautiful now. Oh my God. It's black. There's carpet. There's nice tables. There's high tops. There's low tops. There is not before it was kind of like all mooshed out into the room and you have like these weird walkway areas. That is all taken care of. It is wide the fuck open.
Nice.
And there's like kind of like cafeteria style eating, but like high class buffet. I want to call it high class buffet in the back left region area. And that's where they had all the food, but they had all the real food like laid out in front of us. And boys, this is the best part about White Sox Media Day, especially if you're a White Sox blogger. You walk in and there is WGN, there is NBC, there is CBS, there's all these fucking people. And who does the Sox senior vice president of marketing and sales come right up to and say hello to and give a big old hug to? But your boy, Brooks Boyer, comes right over to your boy.
Yes.
Fuck you fucking real media people. fuck all you. I mean, I'm here to talk to this guy. What's his name? Oh, MySoxSummer. That's right. From the 108.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, this is like, it almost gets me hard, but I'm usually wearing tight pants, so I don't want to like bust out in front of everybody, you know, with the BWC.
You can have the BWC out there. Damn.
Exactly.
Speaking of BWC, let's get a quick drink. This is from Carlos. He says, "Go fuck yourself, MSS. Sarah J is overrated." Cheers,
Cheers.
I love Sarah J, especially like original Sarah J, not the what.
Not current Sarah J.
Oh man, don't be.
Yeah, don't hate on her.
Didn't age that well.
She's aging like a fine wine. How dare you?
Also, and another, just one more little quick thing before we get to the goods, but like, you know, everyone else has got like taking notes and they're writing down on their fancy pads and they got all this stuff going on. Your boy's got his cell phone. He takes pictures and then tweets out while Brooks is giving the conference, just saying that. And I tweet out, "Hey, Brooks announces running for mayor in the section 108." So I mean, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what the White Sox wanted me to do when they invite me to media day. So
yes.
like, I'm just trying to give them play on all different channels. So walk in. They got all the food. They got all the fucking giveaways that, you know, that they have in stock already. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to steal this Dylan Cease bobblehead. And I don't know if I can get it out. You know, Nick Morawski's there, and he's like posing next to the bobblehead for Josh Nelson because he looks exactly like Dylan Cease with a mustache. So it's very entertaining. We're saying hi. Went up to our boy, Vinny Duber. Never met him before, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Not a man of many words. Went up to him, said, "Hey, what's up? My name is MySoxSummer from the 108. He's like, "Oh, hey." And then walked right the fuck away. Blew me right the fuck up. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess we're not friends anymore. I never have met you before, but I guess we're not friends. Cool. I appreciate that. Friends with Herb and Sean, and they've sat in the section. I guess we'll never see you in the section. So... This year, 2023, the Lord's year, Jordan's year of 2023, the White Sox brought out a bunch of new food, okay? And I wanted just to highlight a few things. I didn't want to go down the whole list. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, let's talk about every fucking thing that they try to feed you. I'm only going to vouch for the shit that I actually ate, okay? That's just how I roll. I can't eat everything. I'm a small man now. You know, I lost all this weight in the 108 weight loss challenge. I can't be just going and doing this stuff. So the first thing that we came across, fucking stupid notes over in your fucking stupid fucking mouse is, and I can't even get it to work. All right, first thing up, this is this steak chimichurri sandwich, which unbelievable.
That looks good, MSS,
so
but that
good.
looks huge.
Okay, it's like a hoagie roll, right? You know, it's like one of those Buena Beef, like beef rolls, full. Like, we didn't get that big, right? Like, they cut them off a piece. Jen, the woman who works for Delaware North, came over and basically shoved this in my mouth. And I was like, you need to eat this.
Hello.
And I tried it. It was so fucking delicious. I'm not lying. I would not lie about this. It is not something that I would lie about. It was great.
So
fucking top notch.
Let me ask you, MSS. You were up close to this thing.
I was.
Is it just chimichurri on there? It's just
is.
chimichurri and steak. Now, if you were gauging it, if I bought this, how easy could I sit in my seat, eat this thing one-handed?
It was,
or is it a two-hander?
It's a two-hander. It's a two-hander.
That's
because you want to make sure that it doesn't like spill out over you. Right?
Well, that's what I was going to
know,
ask. How much of the chimichurri sauce is on there? Is there a risk that if you're eating one end, the sauce is going to flow out the other end if you got a tilt or something going
potentially, right?
Okay.
Now, you know that I'm a noted fork and knife guy when I eat my beef at the park.
There's
like,
no question.
That's how I eat it. I don't need that shit all over me. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So now, if you take the sandwich, maybe you flip it on the side, eat it like a hot dog. Maybe then the chimichurri stuff won't come off. You know, you still get the good bite. It tastes the same, right? It tastes totally the same. So
no. I'm not worried about the taste, man. I'm always worried about the portability. That is my biggest concern. Like, I will opt for a less delicious thing,
right?
If it's easy to eat. Like that pretzel brat, that was like eating a meat churro. I loved it. That was perfect.
Well, now, hey, guys, the Sox get a lot of shit sometimes because they announce these new food products and they're not available,
Right.
to like the general pop, right? So that's the best thing about this thing. This is available in section 125 and 524. So if you're upstairs or downstairs, you can get your hands on this. You don't have to go to a suite. You're not going to have to go to the club. Okay, it's a seared ribeye steak with homemade chimichurri sauce drizzled over top of a fresh hoagie roll. And I will say this: Josh Nelson said it too, but it is so tender. It was so good, and it just fell right apart in your mouth as you're eating it. It was delicious.
You're getting me sold here. So here's what I'm thinking. And beef, this is something you and I have to discuss too, is with the pitch clock, showing up in the second inning or, once the game starts, like it's riskier now. So there might be a few games where we go like, you know what, we want to, Dylan Cease is pitching or something, or there's good matchup, or like, he's going against Shane Bieber or something. We're like, let's get there for first pitch. If we get there early, I think I might get down on this.
Yeah, we swing by 125, we grab that, and we get ready right before the game. Yeah, I like that idea.
Sit in the seats. I'll go two hands in the seats if there's no baseballs possibly flying in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well,
Totally
there might
agree.
be other kind of balls flying in your face, but you just don't.
Wally don't get there that early.
He might not. He might not.
There's traffic,
Boys, we've been getting in the games a lot earlier, though. Usually it was third inning, like during the rebuild, a lot of third inning games. We don't get there at the third inning anymore.
At MSS, though, you got to realize if we get there 20
in.
minutes after the game, man, we're deep into the game now.
That's true.
That pitch clock.
That is 100% true. Now, folks, I already had my first fuck up tonight. I did not load a picture that I wanted to have, and it is the champagne of dogs, okay? And this, I think, was 100% made for King Nam, and it was a big fuck you from the Levy chefs to King Nam and saying, you can't eat this. I bet, don't even try. You're not going to do it. And, folks, it's a half-pound Vienna beef, foot-long Frank, served on a brioche bun, topped with champagne, Vidalia relish, and habanero mustard. Now, noted not a big mustard guy. Had a little bit of a bite of this. Not bad. I'd eat it. I would definitely eat it. It
Would
is
eat.
only what?
Would eat.
Would eat. I tried it and it was good. I'm serious. And the picture is very sexual because it's a huge dong. It's a huge foot-long dong. There it is.
There it is. Nice job. Look at Chorizo.
Fucking A. There you go, Chorizy. Look at how sexual that motherfucker is, right? So sexy. Only problem, only available in the Miller High Life Sky Lounge, which is in the upstairs area. So if you can, now, here's another thing. This year, they are not limiting you from going up and downstairs if you are a season ticket holder. So if you are a season ticket holder, you can go up into, there's never been a problem going to the 500 level. It's just getting down from the 500 level.
Right.
So if you have a 100 level ticket, you're fine. If you're in the 500s, you can already get it. I can already see Slim Nam, not King Nam, Slim Nam, rumming his ass up there to go get 2-3 of those, bring him down to the section, and just watch him just eat 3 foot of hot dog. It's going to be amazing. All right. Now,
Can we hit a drink real quick? I think we got a
let's hit a
little
drink.
drink
I
from
missed it.
Husky
Sorry.
Bardo.
I was
Husky?
downloading pictures.
Thanks, Husky.
Cheers. No, that's why I'm here, baby.
Cheers,
Just covering your back. Appreciate you, Bardo.
I'm not looking at any of the comments, so I don't even know what they're saying. So if there's something that needs to be addressed, let me know.
I got your back, kid. I'm all over it.
I appreciate that. Now we walk in, and I don't know if you guys, you know, but back in the underneath the scoreboard in center field, it's a barbecue joint now. It's like a big barbecue place, and they have like a ton of barbecue. Last year they had their own sauce. They were doing their own thing. Sox said, you know what? They ain't working so good no more. We're going to get the guys from Hog Wild down in Midlothian to give us some of their sauce, and they have Hog Wild pork sliders now. And boys, I will not lie to you. I had one of these. The chef, Eric, is looking right at me and goes, what do you think? I go, this doesn't taste like ballpark food. And he goes, that's the fucking point, bro. And I was like,
Yes.
That looks delicious.
so good.
Again,
Yeah, it looks
a
amazing.
mess. Like,
Yeah, well,
you know what would be awesome? You know what would be awesome if they're like, hey, man, we're open till the end of the game. So when you're walking out, grab one of these.
Grab one to go.
That'd be it. I'd be all over that.
the sauce is, and they say in the other ones, the sauce is the boss. It legit changes the entire thing. There's a little bit of smoky sweet going on with the sauce that they're using.
Yeah.
The chef also told me, he's like, I like the one like that's got a little more of a bite. and this is not that one. This is the mild one, but it's still good. It has a good smoke flavor to it. I think it's up in the game of having barbecue at the park. I don't know if I'm going to go get rib tips. I don't know if I'm going to go and get actual ribs and eat these things, but those are available in center field underneath the scoreboard. Still great. A good sandwich. I loved it. The bun was great too. Chorizy,
the comments are blowing up about it.
Okay.
People know Hog Wild. I'd never heard of it. I'd never heard of
me
it.
either.
They're so
people
big.
in the comments are going off about it. When you posted that picture originally, our guy Tony DeMimbo was all over it too. And then people were commenting back at him, and I'm like, this must be some shit that I just don't know about. So I might try it this year because you know me, I don't eat a lot at the park unless it's churros or Polish with extra onions.
Yeah, you guys don't eat a lot in general.
No,
but
just beer.
Old style. I'll eat a lot of old style. They're delicious.
Ice cold even.
But yeah, I think there might be a beef. You know what we might have to bring back?
What's that?
Food day.
Oh yeah, where we just go and pig out all day. I love it. I love that idea.
Like a weekday where we're like, I don't really need to drink too much tonight, and it's it's a food day. We're just hammer down some food. I think I'll go to Hog Wild if we're gonna do one of those. That shit looks great.
SPF brings up a great point in the comments. That sure is a long walk from Section 108.
It's not that
Question to you boys: do we bring back the intern program just to go get us Hog Wild?
Can we get another remember we did the when we did the craft beer thing there?
Yeah.
Can we get a ride on that cart?
They bring that up, and only MSS got to ride on it. We had to carry our stuff.
That's true.
He's the only one who rode.
But
on
if he got a ride, he could just come back. He could
bring them back. You bring them back for everybody.
Yeah.
Whole for the class,
like a Flintstone-sized set of ribs, and we all just eat from all sides of it. We
pass
eat
it out
to the middle,
the whole section.
Like Lady and the
remember.
Tramp. We all end up in the middle of the ribs.
I had the 2 cases of bobbleheads we gave away that day, plus carpenter ants that I had to get over to our section at the beer
That was
fest.
incredible.
So, I mean, got to remember that. So yeah, this? I specifically put this in for one person and one person only, and that is Chorizy-E. Chorizy-E, there is a fancy drink up in the Stadium Club this year. The churro milkshake has some competition. And this is I got to go to page 2.
I want to see you pronounce this, man. I'm
The
excited.
mango nada.
Well done.
Nailed it. Nice work.
A mango sorbet incorporating fresh mangoes, chamoy, and fiery chili powder. Boys, I'm not a drink guy. I'm not a guy that's going to go and drink a fruity drink. I had one of these there. I love the sauce or the dusted rim with the it's like that that chili sauce that you shake out and put onto the fruit, like the spice. Yeah. Unbelievable. Took a shot of that. Unbelievably great. And I was like, I'm gonna drink this whole thing. I went and got another one. I got another one. So you get a straw and the straw is an edible straw also, like the churro was. So you can eat the straw with all of that stuff. It is unreal. It will go great when you're freezing your ass off staying in the Stadium Club because it's too goddamn cold to be outside. We'll have one of those. You get all that spice. I mean, it's great. So I put that in there, especially for my girl Chorizy-E, my girl Chorizy-E.
Hey,
even though she did me dirty,
you want me to be.
Though she did me dirty in the 108 tourney, I made sure to include something for her that I knew she would enjoy.
I'm sure Chorizy could get it without the chili powder, but I saw that drink and all I could think is the first few games of the year when we're downstairs and the ladies go up to the Stadium Club because it's cold, and usually what happens is they come back down and we're a fucking mess. We're just a puddle of human beings.
Yeah, and we drink ourselves back to warmth. Yeah, that's right.
And I have a feeling this year they're gonna come down just blackout drunk from this.
Now,
Probably a good chance.
there's no alcohol in that, but you can maybe put some.
You could definitely get people that if you're in the Stadium Club, they will add alcohol to anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying, allegedly, there's no alcohol because that's what I thought too. I was like, man, are they giving us tequila right now? And then they were not. It was not tequila.
A couple floaters, you'd be all right.
Yeah, never know. Okay, so
Oh no!
Of course. Wrapping up the food segment, I'm going to give you the pick that I would have. It's the I'm too drunk right now MS pick. Like when I wake up or I look up and it's third inning and I'm like, oh fuck, I am really drunk. I need to go get something to eat because I am so fucked up. Where is MSS going? What is he going to go by? He is headed over to section 110, the loaded fries section, for their brand new hot honey chicken loaded fries. Folks, I am not shitting you when I tell you I took a bite of this chicken and it had a good spice to it. Like not smoking hot, but like enough to make me go, damn. That might pucker the butthole later. So it's some good honey, spice honey chicken on the fries. I don't know if you guys have been to the loaded fries section before, but they have the Irish nachos, you know, and you got the sour cream and the cheddar and all that stuff. That makes a mess the next morning if you've been drinking all day. Okay. Buffalo chicken fries, love them too, but also burning the butthole. This one is nice and light, and it was flavorful enough that I'm just like, you know what? I think this will work. The fries suck up all that alcohol, make you less hungover, and you got a good bitey taste coming from the honey chicken. It's my pick to click when you're too drunk and you need to get right. When you got to get right with this.
Wow, that's big praise from you, because you are a guy who gets incredibly hammered, has a bad night, and then has to rebound the next day. So I love that selection from you, MSS. Like, is it coming in a helmet? Is it we get a helmet, or is it a basket when you get this?
So here's how you can do this. You can get the helmet there, but then it costs you like an extra $15. If you get it just in a regular like plate thing, I think it's like $10 cheaper. So if you don't want to buy a plastic helmet that I see every day at thrift stores when I go for $1, if you don't want to spend $10 to $12 for a helmet,
kind of shameless.
You can just go ahead and just get whatever. All right, we're moving on. Go ahead.
I gotta say, MSS, the stuff you're telling me about and the stuff that you're excited about, like you were gonna be stickier than your children. Like when we leave the pot.
Yes.
Like when we had this like the sticky things draft, and you said anything like a child's hands, you're gonna be like that. Like you're gonna like. No one's going to want to sit in your seat because there's just going to be barbecue sauce like covering it.
Get the fuck out.
Boys, that's not what I was thinking about. I was thinking about our man Wally Money, because when he eats anything, he eats like fucking Cookie Monster. Shit goes flying everywhere.
That's true.
We're going to be covered in all these new things, Trees. We don't even got to buy them. We'll get elements of them all over our hair and our back and everything. So we're set. We don't have to even delve down that road.
He's like a big snuffleupagus over there.
His hair is 50% super wet, 50% barbecue sauce.
We just know he's a Muppet. That's all we know. So we're gonna move on. They had actually, you know what? I have the honey chicken thing. It is bite-sized popcorn chicken tossed in the sweet heat of hot honey barbecue sauce, served on a bed of fries. Available in section 110, as I've already said, and 524, which is upstairs. Now we're moving on to the clothing, and I have a great graphic for this shit. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
So we walk in. You know, and they got all the giveaways out there, and of course, your boy's just looking right at the bobbleheads. But I'm like, oh, these shirts are pretty cool, and like everything's like a repeat. We've done the hockey jersey before. We've done the Hawaiian shirt before. We haven't done the track jacket, but we have done the sweatshirt. But what I will say is everything that I looked at yesterday was very high quality. The White Sox, the 1993 AL champions sweatshirt that you see in the middle that our friend Pete Simmons is wearing there. It looks like it could have been come out in the 90s. I like it. I like it a lot. And it's sponsored by Coca-Cola. You can see it barely over there on his sleeve. Have a little thing there. The hockey jersey, I was like, kind of like, whatever. You know, like these are things that I'm probably not going to wear. You know, I won't be able to fit into because I'm still too fat. But it had a really great embroidered. Everything on the front of that hockey jersey is embroidered. So that 83 logo that the Sox have on there is 100% embroidered right on the jersey. Looks beautiful. And the material, Josh was saying that it seemed a little thicker than last year. So that's an upgrade. Now, the Hawaiian shirt has been done. It's been done several times. This Hawaiian shirt, I think, has finally hit the wheelhouse of both Chorizy and Loaf. These are your colors, baby. There's got like you got the yellows, you got the oranges, you got the green. I like the way that it looks, and I can't. I just.
I'm assessed. You're talking directly to Loaf. I know.
I have
80 he can't pull that off. He ain't got.
You could pull that off though.
No, he ain't got it in him to pull that off. This is me. That's me peacocking. He can't do that shit. No. It's me out there showing out, baby.
Your sun-kissed skin will look so great in all those colors, Loaf. You know that.
I know it.
You probably got to lose another 15 pounds. They fit in there. But I think you will look great. That's why I tried to rope Chorizy into it, because I think that he would get in there.
You son of a bitch. I'm going to go do an enema right now. I'll be right back.
Okay. Now, the track jacket, all the way to the left. I posted about it. Everyone ate it up. It was a lot of views on that post. That was allegedly a throwaway post for me. That is motherfucking high quality. That is a fully embroidered White Sox logo right on there, and there's an embroidered logo on the sleeve too for I think it was Xfinity that has sponsored this one, and it is beautiful and the colors pop. And as our guy Vino in the comments has said, he is going to go after that one. I met Vino too. He works down in sports service or in the Miller Lite Landing and works with all the people down there with Levy, and he is awesome in person. He's been awesome on the internet. He is awesome and even awesomer in person. It was great to meet him. He wants one of those track jackets. Those things are beautiful. Moving on to the money shot, guys. This is the money shot. This is what we're all here to see.
I can't wait.
This is what we're all here to see. Oh my God, look at all these bobbleheads. Okay, so now they had all 4 bobbleheads that are given away this year at the gate. Now, I have heard through a source that these are the only ones that are given away at the gate. 2 of the 4 are 21 and over, because one's sponsored by Modelo and the other one is sponsored by Benny's. So the Dylan Cease and the La Katrina, is it La Katrina or how do you say that, Chorizy?
Yeah, it looks like Katrina.
Katrina. Okay, so La Katrina. We have those 2 are only going to be over 21 and over. I think it's 10,000 for the girl and it's 15,000 for the Cease. The stash is an actual hair stash on Dylan Cease, which is pretty.
That's pretty. Tracy, he looks a lot like Harry Reams, doesn't he? Or something?
Oh my God! You know, he actually looks. He looks kind of like when Eddie Murphy did Mr. White.
Yes. I think that's what they modeled it after.
I would like to purchase this newspaper. Just take it. What?
Take it.
You just take it.
There's no way. Dylan Cease looks nothing like that. I'm going to be honest with you. He looks absolutely nothing like that picture.
And then you have the Luis Robert in the Southside jersey. And then you have the talking Eloy, Hi Mom, which is just Eloy. God damn it. Eloy. That is just so fucking awesome. It is the best. Now, world premiere here, folks. We're going to hear the Eloy bobblehead first, and here we go.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hola, guys. Hi, Mom.
Dude.
I love
How awesome is that?
Incredible. That's
How
incredible.
awesome is that? You know what's so funny? I'm sitting with one of the Sox marketing guys. And a guy from NBC comes over and goes, "Oh, he shouldn't be saying hola, guys. He should be saying blah blah blah." And I was like, "God, you guys get shit on for everything." It's like, Eloy said it. How are you supposed to fucking not say what he said? He said it. Whatever he wants to say, he can fucking say. But anyway, all those bobbleheads are going to be there. And as you can see, what the big thing that I like about all these is they're all in different uniforms. You got the Ways, you got the South Sides, you got the 83s. Everyone loves this shit, man. Like, not just a regular old pinstripe white fucking shit. Give us everything. So all those are available. Usually they do a charity bobblehead every year, so we still got that to look forward to. And they usually have had kids club bobbleheads that are available up for the kids too. So they'll have at least 2, hopefully 2 more, and then they have theme night bobbleheads, and you just special ticket, you just buy it, you can get in there. So that is that. My pick now. this is the, hey, I'll meet you guys later, going to walk the seats pick for the giveaways. And this is going to go to the La Katrina bobblehead because I know both my girls are going to want one because it's beautiful. And I think that it's going to be very popular because the Day of the Dead Skulls were also very popular. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the pick to click. And I think that's something that everyone's got to look forward to. And that's I think that's coming out. I don't know. I don't even know. Fuck it. We'll talk about it later. I'll tweet it. One last thing before we move into paying some bills. I got you guys, the endorsements from Brooks Boyer, and there was one little outtake message, and I wanted to play it for all our fans so they can see it. It's great.
Yes.
Brooks was like, just use that one. That would be a funny one. Let's just go ahead and do that. And I said, no, we can't do that. So
evergreen drop right there.
Not going to do it, but it's a great drop. It's probably going to live all this year. Chorizy, I'm going to pull up my picture and pay some bills.
Go for it.
March, y'all. Mazda of Orland Park wants to remind you that the luck of the Irish is not needed when purchasing a brand new or certified used vehicle from them. And this month, you should take a look at the Mazda CX-30. No matter where your path leads, the Mazda CX-30 with available 2.5 turbo engine is made to help you follow it. The SkyActiv G 2.5 turbo engine delivers up to a responsive 250 horsepower and 320 pounds of torque. It's a level of performance you don't usually associate with the CUV. And it's that kind that might inspire your next big moment. The Mazda CX-30 is engineered to exhilarate, along with improved fuel economy, 26 highway, 33 26 city, 33 highway. The CUV offers uncompromised performance for every journey. Want to know more? Head on over to www.mazdaofOrlandPark.com and browse their online inventory. Right now, they have 125 new and Mazda certified used vehicles for sale. And while you're there, you can also request more information about specific vehicles, value your trade, or inquire about financing. Whether you're from the Chicagoland area, Northwest Indiana, or Southeast Wisconsin, they would love to have you visit and test drive a Mazda today. Mazda of Orland Park, home of the Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Orland Park, 708-444-3200. Zoom.
Wonderful. Well, you know what time it is, guys?
Hell yeah.
It's time for some bold predictions.
Yes.
And we are behind schedule, my friends.
I tried.
Let's hit our guests. Let's hit our guests and we go last. How about that?
I like that idea. So instead of us going first, and this will throw us off too, because if they pick ours, we gotta
go on the fly.
Gotta come up with something new. So we're gonna get right into the guests. So we're gonna go right into the guests. We're gonna go not rapid fire on the guests. We'll go rapid fire at the end when we need to get through us. But first up, he's the host of Pinwheels and Ivy. He's a sports mockery OG, and he's just a lovely guy in general.
Yes.
Father Zoe, welcome to the show, my friend.
What's
How
up,
are
guys?
you tonight?
I'm just trying to look like my dad for the show.
Look at you.
On the red cap backwards.
Chorizy, I told you all white people look alike. You know I'm right.
I thought it was Fred Durst when I opened it up.
I get my favorite 108 episodes is when MySoxSummer does the Fred Durst look. Hands down my favorite. So this is the closest thing I have to a red hat. So
in the jumpsuit too, like you got the little tracksuit going there.
I'm ready,
dude.
I know
Both look like the star of New Metal Jacket.
Wind doesn't stand a chance, baby.
This prediction is all for the nookie.
Yes. Get out there and just listen to some new metal, good stuff.
Lay it on me, my friend.
Well, I'm glad you guys had me back since my Cease top 3 Cy Young prediction on your Christmas show a couple years ago came to fruition. So
you're damn right it did. With
great power comes great responsibility. I have 3. 2 are from me and 1 is from NASCAR Mitch, specifically for BeefLoaf. Mine is that the White Sox will have at least 4 representatives at the All-Star game this year.
Wow. Love it.
And then the second one is that they will have 2 pitchers in the top 10 of Cy Young voting.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Man.
Any guesses onto those guys? Who are the ones that are going to do it?
Cease and Giolito.
Cease and Wow, no Lynn. So no Lynn. He's got a big Giolito bounce back. And Dylan Cease's velocity being down, you ain't worried one bit. He'll be right back the way he was.
Scare me. Giolito's looking slim. He's looking flexible. He's looking ready to go. A little yoga. He's ready. He's gonna.
So on my list, I had Giolito Cy Young as one of my bold predictions, but I was worried to do it because of what I did to James Shields. So
what happened with James Shields? I thought you nailed that one.
It was pretty close. It was pretty close.
He was worth one WAR that year.
Right there.
Pretty good.
And then
it almost won the trade.
Nearly.
NASCAR Mitch, who's feeling himself as he makes his way through the tournament, he wanted me to tell you, Beef, Andrew Vaughn, MVP.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness.
Of what?
Get out of here.
Of Mitch's world. I told you guys, you're letting it go to his head. His head's getting too big now.
You know what? I changed my prediction. I think he's going to lose this next round in the tournament. That's
all that great content folled up with that.
MVP of his bowling
There's
league?
bold, and then there's just like, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Ridiculous.
And he just messaged me, wait, tell them I'm joking.
No.
Don't take
cover
bets.
for
I'm
your
going
boy.
to mark him down, Mitch. Andrew Vaughn 30 home runs. I think that's a reasonable prediction.
That's right.
fair.
We'll book that for him.
If he hits 60, he wins the MVP.
That's right.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah, that's definitely happening.
That's what I got for you, fellas. I know we're doing 5-minute quick hitters, so I came prepared.
One hitters, yeah.
I love it,
question,
buddy.
my friend.
Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Yep.
Take care, Zoe.
Cheers. Thanks, so.
All right. Up next,
Coming.
she writes for SSS and ASS and is a BMF besides. We got Zombie Jacki up next.
God, are you guys ready? Jesus Christ.
Oh, my.
Well, when you let MySoxSummer talk, that's what happens. You know, it's like MySoxSummer, you take the whole banter. He's like, I got 10 minutes to talk. 30 minutes later, I loved every minute of it.
It's like having sex with Sting.
More than 5-10 minutes.
No,
I thought we were going.
That Eloy bobblehead is fucking adorable. That's fucking
awesome.
That is awesome.
It sounds great, too.
It was so cute. Anyway.
I like him. What do you got for us, Jackie?
Okay, so I was going off the MLB.com predictions that we were going to win 90 games, which, first of all, okay. But if that happens, I was talking with some buddies and asked, and we think that if that happens, that Pedro Grifol is going to be the AL Manager of the Year.
I like this prediction. That's a good one. That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Steve Niss would want me to say that he also predicts that Tony La Russa dies halfway through the season and they have to wear a patch. Oh my God. He made me say
that
it.
sucks.
That's a rough one. That is a rough one.
That's kind of dour. That brings the show down a little bit.
I like the Grifol thing, though, right?
Manager of the Year.
Because you have to think about it this way, right? Like, I think the general public looks at the last year of the White Sox and goes, maybe it was La Russa, right? And if they come out and they're fantastic this year, even if there's like just unreasonable health on the team, you have to think that Grifol's going to get a lot of the credit.
For sure. Absolutely. He's on a free roll right now. And you're right. If it pops even a little bit, he's going to be a genius, until it doesn't later on. But like in the beginning, when it pops in, it's like, man, this guy knows how to do everything. It's like, it's a first-year manager. But I love this prediction, Jackie. It's a terrific one. And this actually could come true. It's a bold one that could actually come true. Not like the stupid Andrew Vaughn MVP shit.
Yes. If he just does something that's like halfway decent, people are going to be like, he's going to be beloved in Chicago, especially by Sox fans. But also, it will be like the MLB's actual hate of Jerry Reinsdorf will definitely shine through if he does win AL Manager of the Year. They'll be like, let's give it to him just to fucking shove it up Jerry's ass one more time. It'd be like, hey, you picked the wrong guy. Your guy sucks. Now you finally brought in somebody that's halfway decent. Okay, he's Hispanic. Great. All right, let's give him the manager. Yeah, it's great.
What was that? He's Hispanic. He's great.
Instead of having a white guy in there, instead of having a white guy in there, you got to get it mixing it up. Come on, Jesus
That's what he's trying to do.
God.
We're going to put that button in, especially when Jeff Passan comes back on. Then he'll be allowed to mute MSS.
Fuck. I didn't say cock. Shit.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Thanks, Knob Creek.
Jackie, I really like that one. I would want to talk to you about the guitars in the back for hours, but we gotta keep it rolling. So thank you so much for joining. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, Jackie.
Bye.
Cheers.
All right.
I wasn't trying to be
Next,
racist. Jesus Christ. I was saying he's a
Shut up.
We like give him a nice fucking award. Christ.
No. I heard what you
Did he say you people? Did he say you
did. He
people?
said you people. He's one of you
Said
people.
you people.
He said.
Yeah. That's right.
Son of a-
I am you people.
God damn it.
God damn
Well,
it.
wait. Next up, we've got another member of the Ass team. She's also a Ghost super fan.
A lot of ass.
And is in the finals of the Little Friday region. Our good friend, Roxy. What's up, Rox? How you doing?
Hey, good, guys. How are you? Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, of course.
Thanks for coming on. We love it.
Absolutely.
So first, let's just delve into. Do you got a strategy for tomorrow? I know it's a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
You got a strategy for tomorrow.
Fuck no.
All right. Now
Just
I'm feeling
winging it.
Now I'm feeling confident about it. Now I'm feeling confident about you tomorrow.
Just tell Brian to dress up like Ghost again and support you going forward. That's all you gotta do. Or
See, I
Papa
heard-
Emeritus.
So I
Yeah.
heard that Missy is going to be pulling like an all-nighter,
She is.
which was very bold. I've never done that in my life. So I'm kind
Really?
of hoping, yeah, fuck that. Even if I get like 30 minutes. But I'm kind of hoping that she just crashes and burns, and then that like for like 2 hours, and that'll be my time frame. But I would be lying if I said I knew what I was going to be doing or anything. I'm just going to wing it. I was in the finals last year against Wet Bandit, and that one was a little easier because like I could just do local H stuff or different things like that. But with Missy, it's like I'm not gonna like go beer for beer with her. I'll die by like 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's not.
Gotta be
That's
careful.
not a good approach. I agree.
That is a rough guy. That is
Yeah,
rough.
so maybe
not
in my
advisable.
sleep I'll figure something out.
Missy's saying she did 56 hours straight without sleeping in college. That's wild. I've never done anything like that.
I mean,
That's-
I've done similar. It wasn't healthy. I don't want to do that anymore. So, Roxy, lay a bold prediction on us for the 2023 White Sox, or just in general the 108.
Yeah, mine kind of goes against Zoe's, but I think Lance Lynn is going to be the best starting pitcher this year for the Sox. I just feel like between the year he had last year and then being on the big stage for the Baseball Classic, I think he knows like kind of what he's capable of again, and I just see him kind of taking off.
So,
I love it. There's a ton of motivation here too because he's got an option year with the White Sox, and it's $18 million option. The White Sox could easily just say, "Here's $1 million, get out of here." But if he has a big year, I mean, he's going to earn that $18 million, and he's at the end of his career too. That one last giant year,
18 million at 38. That would be right. Like, so that's a big contract at that age, unless you're Justin Verlander and the Mets are willing to pay you whatever $700 million or whatever this year.
Right.
But Roxy, so let's kind of dig into this a little bit. Are you thinking like 30 plus starts and just balls to the wall Lance Lynn that we expect?
Like a healthy Lance Lynn?
Yeah, like I think it'll be a little slow out of the gate. I don't know if it's just like from kind of coming down from the Baseball Classic, but I certainly see him, getting up there in terms of starts. But like I could see him easily crashing and burning because I am so good at crashing and burning. So
Say that shit. You can't make a prediction and then go get your prediction in the same sense. You just can't.
You know
do
what?
it. Listen,
The key though to a good White Sox team is that starting pitching going. If Lance
He's
Lynn,
healthy.
if he shoots ahead of the other guys, I mean that's huge for this team.
That's why I think like a high number of starts from him kind of indicates that he's healthy. And like if he's healthy and he's pitching well, oh man. That's huge for this team. Absolutely. Huge.
I'm going to say this. As an old guy, when you get going in, like coming in on something that's been really good, right? Like, you just won, you did really well in the World Baseball Classic. Everyone's been singing your praises. You're coming in healthy. You're rolling in. You can take that momentum and go right in the season and just keep rolling with it. And until you realize that like you're doing well, like then you'll get hurt when you finally realize you're doing something good. Right. And that's when it will probably happen. So as long as he can continue to throw and just not think about it, which the pitch clock is going to help, I think we're going to be fine with Lance Lynn. I think he's smoking. I think this is a great prediction. I think he's going to go. He's going. He's going to be one of our best pitchers this year. Absolutely.
I'm feeling really positive about all this right now.
I know. I wasn't expecting that coming out of this. I thought we were going to get some, but we got an all positive prediction so far.
I love it. I love it. I'm feeling good right now. Roxy, we are going to let you go. You got to get some rest. Big day tomorrow.
Big day.
We will see you very soon on the internet, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Take care,
Thanks,
Roxy.
All right. We got one more before the commercial break, but her camera's off right now, so I just want to make sure that she's paying attention.
There she is. So she's like, wait, I'm here.
I'm back.
Guys, we got another ass coming in. She had my favorite three things of the 108 tourney, and is now here with her bold prediction. Welcome, Liddle Tina. How you doing?
What up, you guys?
What's up?
Thanks for having me.
You know what's up? We've been drinking for a while.
That was a fucking blast.
Your three things, especially playing on the Nerf hoop, because Chorizy and I had some battles on those Nerf hoops when we were kids, man. Almost to fights, although I would have whooped Chorizy ass. But it was a throwback, and it was hilarious the way you brought that. Because I've done all of the stuff you did. You're making jokes about. I've done that trying to be serious, so I've absolutely fucking loved it.
Missing the dunk and going hard into the wall. I know what that's all about.
Those are the best. Well, okay, so I bought the hoop and then it got here and I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to hang it? There's nowhere to hang it up. None of my doors make sense. So I'm like, okay, great. I have this tiny little door. Anyways, it was worth it. And
it worked.
Now I have a mini hoop that I've been fucking throwing the ball at the whole time. So
yes.
Also, I heard you guys have the ad read coming up. MySoxSummer, did you need me to take over?
I mean, I think I got that covered. Just so you know.
Ask Liddle Tina. It took me 1,000 takes.
That was so good, though. That was so good.
I kept fucking it up right at the end.
That'll happen. You can't. Almost you can't think about it. You just got to go out of body experience and just get into it and just go. That's what I do. As you can tell.
Last time I literally took a hit and I was like, I got this now, and then I nailed it on the first try.
There you go. See,
respect.
A true out of body experience. All right, Tina, let's get your bold prediction for the White Sox.
Bold prediction, yes. Zoe had one of mine earlier. That was the top of my list. Was Gio bounce back year for sure. But Yohan Moncada, I think we're gonna see some kind of 2019 looking Moncada.
Yes.
Did you guys watch the classic? He was a beast.
Yes.
He pretty much carried Cuba, honestly. I mean, there was a few guys there. Even Luis was struggling the majority of the time. So that was awesome. And if he's gonna do anything remotely similar to that, I am all in. I was pretty much already all in because I like to fight everybody about it.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that was awesome.
We talked about Yohan a little bit when we were doing a playback for one of the games. I think it was one of the Cuba games. I don't remember which one. And we were talking about this. We were like, if Yohan Moncada hits 20+ home runs with the way that he fields, he's like a 5-WAR player.
Easy.
Yeah, he's a stud.
And that's the thing. If he could come with that power, so are you in the over 20 home run range for Moncada?
Man, I mean, honestly, because I've had a bunch of drinks today, I'm fully on the over.
I love it. I love it. There we go. It's getting bold now. It's getting bold now. I love it.
Yeah, I would love it. I don't give a shit if he hits 21. I will be celebrating all night.
No, I love this prediction because what you saw in the World Baseball Classic was not only Moncada exceeding, but it was a focused and fired up Moncada. He was emotional about playing well. And I wonder if there's something that's just flipped over with him in his career where it's okay, now I really got to do this. People are starting to doubt me. I'm starting to get a little later in my career. I really got to get this done. Maybe he's more motivated than he's ever been. Not saying he wasn't motivated to begin with or didn't work hard or whatever. I'm not going down that path. I'm just saying sometimes you flip the switch and you just can go. And maybe that's what he's going to do this year. I would love it.
It almost could be a maturity thing too, and then losing Jose Abreu has really put it on. I think him, Eloy, and Luis to come up and have big years. Everyone's gonna love Vaughn apparently, Mitch, regardless of what he does. So it's just those three guys. I think are gonna take it to heart and be like, "Yo, we got to show up this year." I know because Eloy is the only one that's really shown that he has that power and this can really deliver it. So he's got to show up, and then Moncada definitely. I'm with you 100%. I think that was one of mine too. And I was I wanted him to come out and just be more mature this year and just have a fucking year, bro. Yes, fuck yes. Thank you, Tina.
I love it.
Don't be injured, and let's just keep doing your thing on third base because you're a lock over there. It's awesome.
I love it. I love this prediction. And Tina, thank you for joining us. But it's about time to pay bills, and apparently MySoxSummer can do it himself.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm not ready now.
Pull your pants back up.
All right. I just almost had it. All right. Welcome to Lent. 40 days and 40 nights of meatless Fridays for all you heathens. And guess what? Brand new 108 supporter Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp have 2 Jesus-approved sandwich options that absolutely smash the filet of fish out of the fucking park. First up, their amazing crispy shrimp sandwich. This thing is huge, and you can taste the quality. They take a big handful of popcorn shrimp and lay it on a bed of cold slaw. Then they cover it with Lawrence's special sauce, which is hot sauce and ranch, served on a fresh potato bun. It's a great sandwich that might even count as a salad if you put some extra lettuce on it. You can even get a fresh perch sandwich at Lawrence's. This sandwich features 2 pieces of freshly fried perch served with cheddar cheese, homemade tartar sauce, lettuce, and tomato, all on a fresh potato bun. It's a real fish sandwich. You can add fries in a pop to make it a combo. Order online or in store. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp have 4 locations: over on Canal, over on 87th, both in Chicago, 50 South Manheim Road in Hillside, and 3248 Volmer Road in Olympia Fields. Or you can visit them online at lawrencesfishandshrimp.com to see their menus and to place an order. And do us a favor, give them a follow on their Twitter at Lawrence's Shrimp. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp, Chicago's favorite shrimp house since 1950. And I want to get this in one more time before we get close to the end here. You can have a chance to win from Lawrence's if you post a picture of you going there and buying food during the Lenten season on a Friday. Post it to Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter and tag them at Lawrence's Shrimp. You can win prizes. And I'm pretty sure Josh Nelson won a prize when he was fucking with Loaf.
Yeah, he won free lunch.
He won a free lunch. Yeah. Now, you can also email your picture of you doing it to info@chicagoshrimp.com, and they will be accepting entries like now until Saturday, April 8th. So, go over there, get a lunch, get some good food. Fresh fried food is the best fried food, and get it, post it, might win something. All right, let's move this shit along.
I love it. You were just talking about Meatless Fridays, but right now it's still Thursday. I'm going to bring you a lot of meat right now. He's the host of the Matt Ramsey Power Hour. He's the author of 12 Emperor Palpatine erotic novels. Yep. And he has a 0% win rate on raffle tickets sold. It is our good friend, Matt Ramsey. Welcome to the show, my friend.
This
motherfucker. Guys. How's it going? Thanks for the introduction.
Kiss my ass.
It's just I read it from your Wikipedia page.
Yeah, it's constantly being edited by my many followers of the Matt Ramsey Power Hour podcast.
Thank you for taking a break from the much loved, the much highly regarded Matt Ramsey Power Hour featuring Matt Ramsey, which is you, Matt Ramsey.
That is correct. We also have the Ramcast following the Matt Ramsey Power Hour in case you didn't know. So make sure you tune in. Debut tomorrow at 7/6 Central. So.
AM, right? Is that AM or
AM? Correct.
And PM.
We do both.
DM
doesn't matter.
We're still working out the things.
All over the DM.
Yeah, you got it, baby.
Dude, how you been?
I'm doing good. Living my best life. Getting ready to sell you guys some winners this year.
Allegedly.
With that fake machine that just takes our credit card number.
Yeah. We do tap it, so we're good. You just tap it and it just goes right into my account.
Oh man, tap.
Much easier. It's much easier.
Awesome.
Sexy.
How do you think we can afford all this beautiful merch we got going right now? Okay?
I love it.
It's beautiful.
All right, bold prediction time. Bold prediction.
Give it to me.
So we've had a lot of positive bold predictions. Unfortunately, I'm going to be the bringer of bad news. Luis Robert, he's going to be the first Major League player to suffer an injury via a Domino's accident. And Domino's Pizza, not Domino's the game. Domino's Pizza accident.
Yeah, Bartolo Colon already got injured playing regular Domino's, so it wouldn't have been the first.
That's probably a common thing in the Latin American community.
Racist.
Bro, my skin. Come on. Those are my people. You should know that, Puerto Rican MySoxSummer.
I know. I got yelled at for saying Hispanic already. No big deal.
Luis Robert's going to get hurt. The White Sox are going to have a retread in the outfield. I'm sorry. It's going to be either Alex Call, Luis Gonzalez, God, I hope, or Trace Thompson. And the retread is going to start at least 60 games in the outfield. I'm calling it right now.
Fuck.
Oh, my God.
I was like, okay, Trace Thompson isn't, well, he's pretty bad, but he's not that bad compared to the other options. But the Dodgers are pretty weak in their depth in the outfield, so I don't think they'd be willing to trade him unless someone blows up, like maybe Chris Taylor just takes over, even though he's been pretty terrible this spring.
And they got a deep farm, so it's not an impossibility here. Chorizy, watching Trace Thompson, we did one playback that Britton played, and he struck out 4 times. Like he looked like Trace Thompson to me when he was getting flashed by that lady down the right field line. That's the Trace Thompson I remember and love.
We've got Josh Nelson all big on Trace Thompson, and now we got Matt Ramsey all big on Trace Thompson.
Okay, my pick would be Luis Gonzalez. Okay, I'm a Luis stan.
Oh, that's right. You have been.
And I was on his baseball reference. It says outfielder pitcher, so he's dual purpose. That's how he's listed on it. Yeah.
You lengthen the bullpen by bringing him in here. That's actually a good idea.
It's a win-win. I mean, I don't want Luis to get hurt, Luis Robert, but I mean, Luis Gonzalez, it's my dog.
What's Mike Rodolfo doing?
Yeah, he's not going to make it. Sorry.
Something else. He's doing something else.
Yeah. Not baseball. He's on Instagram a lot. I think I follow him still. Not racial law.
If you need an autograph ball, I got a couple. You can have one.
All right.
This is true. Can confirm.
Matt, get back to the Power Hour. We appreciate you jumping on.
Immediately follows this show. Make sure you tune in. 11 Eastern. Actually, it already started, so I got to go jump on that. So, see you guys later.
We love you, but get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wow. He just walked right off his chair. Didn't even shut off his computer. What a dick.
I love it.
Can't stand that guy, even though I love him.
It was perfect except for his bold prediction, which I hate him for now.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to punch him in the eye next time.
Into the universe. They might happen. I don't want them to happen like that. All right.
We can't have that.
All right. Next up, from White Sox Daily, he knows so many players in the Sox org, I'm going to have him write the next White Sox or porn star for MySoxSummer. Welcome to the show, Ian Eskridge. How you doing, buddy?
Ian.
What's up, Ian?
What's up, dude?
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't have a name. It's going to take me a minute.
You're not familiar with the rosters. Absolutely.
I feel like you're gonna
out for that kind of name anyway. That kind of performance.
Man.
Yeah, it's
how's Facebook White Sox stuff going? How's that all shaking out?
I mean, to be honest, like when baseball season comes around, like I have no time whatsoever to even pretty much pay attention to it, you know. So especially minor league season, I got no time whatsoever. I'm watching entirely too much. So my wife hates it. It's fine.
So who's the guy that went to minor league camp this year, and you're like, man, I gotta pay attention to this guy. I think he's on the rise.
Well, I mean, the guy everybody wants to see is Noah Schultz, and just from pictures that I've seen of him, from difference between high school and now, he's bulked up quite a bit, and he's a lot meatier. And seeing him in high school, and he kind of had like that Chris Sale vibe to him. You know, he's a little bit lankier, but now you look at him, and the guy's just, you know, he's thick. It's good. And the thing is, he's smooth on his delivery as well, so it's not going to be all herky-jerky and weird. So, yeah, I'd say that's probably the guy that I'm most looking forward to seeing.
So Ian, you think he's got the athleticism where this isn't going to be like a 10-year bake like the Randy Johnson or these other real tall guys, where it takes forever for these guys to get this thing on the right track for themselves?
Yeah, that's the thing, is that he's not as long levered as some of these other guys. You know, he's kind of built like a normal person. He's just really huge. So, his repeatability on his delivery is not, at least from what I've seen, and it's not much because there's just not much available on him. You know, he's hanging out in the backfields and whatever. And, when I finally actually get to see him, I'll have a better idea. But yeah, as of right now, anyway.
Excellent.
Awesome, man. Well, Ian, give us the bold prediction for the White Sox this year.
Now, I will say that you guys did say bold. You didn't say smart. So
right. Correct.
Yeah,
that's our whole show, Ian.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our whole show.
There's almost nothing smart in the show. We might do it by mistake.
Bold, not a lot of smarts.
So I know that this is going to go against what you guys say, and I'm going to take you on a roller coaster here. I know that Eloy with the new pronunciation.
So hard.
He's supposed to be above 70 home runs from what I've heard from you guys. Is that
74? That's right. Yeah,
okay. That's correct. So my prediction is that he's going to hit 32 home runs and lead the team. However,
I love it.
The team will still hit 225 home runs and be in the top 5.
Yes, wow. I love that prediction. I love that.
Which is a huge turnaround from last year, where we were sitting there watching the home run total pile up, and I was wondering at one point whether they were going to even hit as many home runs as they hit in 2020 in a 60-game season.
60 games.
So, this year I'm confident that it's going to be better. And I also, I also kind of wanted to go along, I was thinking about the team's health overall. And, I kind of wanted to say 900 innings pitched out of the current starting 5. And that was
that would be a lot. Yeah,
that's about. But I kind of figured somebody else was going to, do bounce backs with all the pitchers and whatever. And I just decided to go with this instead. And I've got the second most home runs on the team is Grandal, and the third is Colas with 24.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, because filling out 225 is tough to do. Some other guys are going to have to hit a bunch. So I love both of those. If both of those happen, we're in like Flint, man.
I like that Grandal's number 2. We got Luis Robert, but fuck that guy. Let's go right.
Bounce back,
right
baby. Bounce that Grandal back.
I love it. Ground balls, that's the thing with Luis, and that's kind of the problem that I've seen with a lot of the players on the team, is that you've got a lot of gap to gap doubles guys. You don't have a lot of straight power guys. I mean, Eloy, of course, he's capable of hitting 50 home runs. I just don't think that he'll do it. I mean, I'm kind of more in the middle 30s with him.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I think there's an element with Eloy in that they'll just pitch around him. Like they were doing that in the second half. We're not going to let you hurt us. We'll pitch to everyone else, and we're going to pitch around you. And I think that until someone else steps up, or a couple other people step up, like you're talking about, Ian, they're going to do that. They're going to just say, we won't let him hurt us in a big spot.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's the thing is that, with all the guys that can hit doubles on this team, I think that it's not going to stop the team from winning this year. And, now that everybody's favorite whipping boy is gone, he's making I'll have him make an appearance here so you know who I'm talking about.
Amazing.
Now that he's gone, we're not going to be getting all the, the singles contact stuff as much. It's going to be more, with Chris Johnson coming over and him being the head biomechanist for the team, for the entire organization, the swing planes for all these guys and, the swing mechanics and all that stuff should be hopefully at least a little bit more ironed out, because you notice when these guys went to Charlotte, they were fixing their flaws in their swing, and then when they would come back, they'd hit. So
Sheets was the big example of that. Sheets went down and came back, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, the guy can actually hit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I don't want to eat up all your guys' time, but
dude.
Ian,
you've only proved that we need to have you
We'll have to
here.
do something long for him soon, but our next two people are on the East Coast, so I want to get to them. So we will talk to you soon, buddy. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, Ian. Take care, bro.
All right. Up next, Tits and Chaos herself, the Queen of Ass, and the Slayer of the 108ers.
Yeah.
It is none other than Celeste Spaghetti. Celeste, what's up?
Look at that.
Space for me.
Dude, you were drinking a glass of wine that was the size of your head.
Yeah, I love seeing that.
I kept seeing it.
Right. There it is.
So big.
There we go.
It's back. The globe is back.
Background to spare you from the lighting. So I don't.
Yeah, it's lighting, not the 15 walking tacos that you got back there.
Yeah. we also know you have a fine collection of old erotica that's hanging up on your walls, and we don't need to see. So it's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Your people are in the comments at large. They're really showing out for you, Celeste. Just so you know.
Loves you. Obviously,
so, just like I asked Roxy, I don't want to know it, but do you have a strategy for tomorrow? Are you ready for tomorrow?
I have a couple things up my sleeve. I don't think I'm going to go as hard as I did the other days. I think Herb's not a big poster, or not a content all the time guy. So I don't want to oversaturate it. But I got a couple things that I think will go well.
I hope that you feel comfortable bodying Herb, all right? He would accept it like the 108ers do. So maybe not as much as we do, but like he can take a joke. He's a good man. If you mess with him, he's not going to get hurt by it. Just trust me about that.
If I'm giving you a tip, there's a few gifs around the internet of Herb falling down. All right.
You posted about that already too. She's like, "Hey, do you anything that could beat Yaz in a race?" And I was like, "What the fuck? They're throwing shade already before they're even in the match."
It's bait in the water,
chum in the water, right?
All right, Celeste, give us your bold prediction for the White Sox.
All right, my bold prediction is that they are gonna make like a blockbuster trade in July.
Oh wow! I like this one. Yeah,
I think we'll do well. I think we'll be at the point in July where it's are we for real or are we not? I think they'll make a blockbuster trade. My caveat is that we're gonna get fucking fleeced on the trade. It's gonna be like number 2.
Damn it, Celeste! You got us all excited.
So who's going? Is it Colson Montgomery? Is it Brian Ramos? Like who do you got going kind of the other direction? Like you're saying we're getting fleeced, so it's got to be one of these big guys, I would think, or someone of note.
No, I think it's gonna be. I think there's gonna be a shakeup with like the relievers because Rick Hahn can't stay away from that.
That's true. Yeah.
I think we're gonna say goodbye to Garrett Crochet this year.
Oh, okay. I can see that. That is a good call. I like that.
Healthy, and got his stuff. Then I think we're going to say bye to him this year.
Man, that's a good one.
The old guy, completely out of his prime. We're going to get like Anthony Rendon. He's going to play like 2 games and get injured. So
I thought you were going to give me like we got Garrett Crochet and a couple other guys, and we send him off for Brian Reynolds, and Brian Reynolds decides that he's going to join the Merchant Marines, and he's never going to play baseball again.
It's going to ruin your John Holmes joke, Loaf.
We'll ruin the John Holmes joke.
I know. It absolutely will.
You only have like 3 jokes, so that's not good.
Yeah,
that's
down
to 2.
I've only got
Just be cheesy beef.
I love this prediction though because no one went the trade route. No one went they're going to shake up the roster. They're going to do something. I like that. I mean, I wish
I hate that we get fleeced.
I wish I thought Rick Hahn had big enough balls to make a big trade. I don't think he does anymore, but man, I like it.
It's the year of new things, new manager. I think that they're going to ride that momentum into the trade deadline. They're going to do something. I don't know how well it will work out. I'm not riding a high after the last couple of years.
Yeah, who is?
Well, all right, Celeste. We know you got a big day tomorrow.
Yes.
I got back to the Matt Ramsey Power Hour, so I'll talk
over there.
You're a guest on there tonight, so
good luck.
Have fun with that.
He's a tough interviewer. Okay.
We will see a lot of content from you tomorrow, I assume. So we'll see you then,
and see you in Cincy.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got another White Sox fan living on the East Coast. At least I believe he lives on the East Coast. I have no idea, actually. I don't know where this guy lives. But I know that he's from Barstool Sports, and I know that he's making his 108 podcast debut today. Because it's kind of crazy that we have not had this guy on. His camera is flying all over the place now. I think
he's in Chicago.
Yeah. Chuck, what's up?
That's New York City, baby.
There we go.
Oh, New York. Okay.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he's at the corporate office.
2 more months here, and
you're coming back with the. You
bought a house,
nice.
Right?
Awesome.
I bought a house.
Bought a house
back in the burbs, southwest suburbs, in about 2 months in June. So I'm very excited. So.
That's sweet. Awesome. So you'll commute down once you got because they're getting the big thing set up, right? They're getting the whole shebang.
I'm gonna figure out that commute. I haven't driven a car in 6.5 years, so
yes.
It's like
they have various driving schools here in Bridgeport. You can join one of them. And MSS and I, when we're driving behind you, we'll beep the horn like, "Let's move it!" All right, what the hell?
Things are gonna get frisky out there the first couple times on the Dan Ryan or the Stevenson City. So
good luck. Thoughts and prayers.
Chuck, I don't want to creep you out, but I was going to announce you as J-Mac finally joining the podcast. Because you got a J-Mac vibe going. And I'm like you could just stand in, like you just show up this summer, just show up to the section wearing a Bang Bros shirt, and ain't no one gonna know. And they're like, dude, MySoxSummer finally got J-Mac to come out and sit in the 108. This is amazing. You'll have people taking pictures with you. It will be insane.
Well, the weird thing is, Glenny Balls of Barstool Sports has his podcast, Only Stands, where he brings in various OnlyFans and other Brazzers models every day. So I can fit the part pretty easily because the other day Angela White was here.
Oh, I saw the clip. I saw the clip. Oh my God.
Lisa Ann in the house. Yeah, it's a very interesting day-to-day job when you just look up and you just see some random porn star up in the office. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to fit the part.
It's awesome.
Well, it's exciting that you're coming back to Chicago, and we can't wait to have a beer with you. But before we do that, we need a bold prediction from you, Chuck.
All right, bold prediction. I have one on each side of the ball. I have one on offense. I think Andrew Vaughn is going to step in and have a better year than Jose Abreu this year.
Ooh,
I think Jose
I like
Abreu
that.
feels the heat in Houston. I think Vaughn, at his regular spot at first base, mashes. Maybe not like the crazy expectations people have for him, but I think actually Jose might have a worse season than we think. Andrew Vaughn has a mid-caliber season and it excites us a little bit. On the pitching side, I think we're gonna have a top 3 pitching staff in baseball. A lot of guys with stuff to prove. Contracts. I mean, Cease is getting close to contract talk. We had Lynn, like you were talking about earlier. I was listening. Kopech. I think Kopech feels like he has to step up this year. Giolito with the weight loss and something to prove after last year. Everybody has something to prove on that staff, and I think they're going to shove this year. Obviously, like Clevenger with all of his stuff, but I think he's looked good early on from what I've seen. So, it's pretty exciting. I think that's going to be the most exciting part about this team.
Man, I fucking love that prediction because if someone like Kopech takes a big step that we're not expecting, we're like, oh man, Chorizy, because we've been talking about it. We can get 125 innings out of him. That'd be great. But what if he becomes a stud like we think he could be, man? That'd be amazing.
Well, it's crazy because if you think about like Kopech at like let's say he goes like 150 innings wise, right?
Yeah.
And the projection for Lynn is wild right now. It's like 180 innings or something. Like it's a strangely high projection. Like you get 330 innings out of those two guys.
Those two?
Like that is you're
feeling real good about
right?
that. Yeah.
And I think there's been a few pitching staff ones tonight, and I feel like we're all kind of feeling it. We're all kind of feeling the vibe from the pitching staff, and I like it, man. I hope this is the case.
Mike pushed last year. He did great last year, right? He had a great year last year. We didn't expect him to do what he did last year. So I feel like is this going to carry in? Like I know he had a decent game yesterday. He's hitting his spots. But people are getting hits off him. But you know what? When you get into the real games, I think he's gonna be fine.
I'd like to see Kopech just start throwing that changeup more. You see bits and pieces of it from him, and like some very impressive changeups from him. If he has that third pitch, especially versus left-handed batters, he's going to be unhittable with the fastball slider. If he can show you that he can throw that changeup, I mean, I think he's going to be a big piece to this. But the rest of the 4 guys, I actually have a ton of confidence in going into the season. So nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, Chuck, with Kopech throwing that changeup, you think it's just a confidence thing, or what? How do you think he gets in the mindset where he's like comfortable to throw that thing?
It's just a feel thing. You just got to keep throwing it. Like he can't stray away from it. He's just got to do it. You know how you see C's like. I feel like Cease last year would throw a lot of changeups, and he'd throw some pretty bad changeups that would get mashed. But he was throwing them, and that's when you start throwing good changeups, is because you're throwing them in game situations, and you're learning from your mistakes when you're throwing them. I think he just has to get over the fact that he's going to throw some bad ones, but he has to mix them in. So hopefully we see it this season. I think they're definitely going to be implementing it more.
Oh man, I fucking love it. I love that prediction.
that gets me excited. Like thinking about like. I think I've trained myself to have low expectations for everything White Sox. So like thinking about an excellent Kopech season just gets me going. Just gets me going. And Chuck, it's exciting to hear you're going to be back. The comments want to know if you're moving to Palos Hills, but I have no idea.
Orland Park. I'm in
Orland Park.
Nice.
Yeah,
so we're down
beautiful.
there. We got a sponsor down there. If you need a Mazda,
guy.
let us know.
Oh, you're St. Lawrence guy. Okay.
De La Salle.
Okay. We are De La Salle guys.
Yep.
Chorizo and I are De La Salle guys.
Yep. So we got some beef there.
I mean, for the record, I was a basketball player, and when we played basketball against St. Lawrence back in the 90s, we beat the shit out of them. So I don't know what's going on now. Maybe that's different,
that
but
hasn't changed, I don't think.
Okay.
Beef, I played in a summer league game against St. Lawrence. I played center because they just didn't give a shit that like we were beating them that bad. So
I tried to hit lefty at De La Salle to hit it off the building and right.
Oh yeah,
that's a good call.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a good call.
Take some hacks from the left side today, so I can.
It's a short porch.
That 215 fence in right field.
Yes.
Hey, we're inner city. We didn't have a lot of room. All right.
Hey, hold on. Before we go, Chuck, you were also a pitcher at the University of Illinois, and so was Barstool Carl. Who was the better pitcher, you or Carl?
I think we both equally sucked. I think I sucked a little better than him towards the end of my career, but he might have more innings logged than me. I've gotten out Dansby Swanson on a deep fly ball to right field, and in a 13-1 game in a super regional, no big deal, 85 miles an hour. Yeah, I've seen it all. I basically blew out my arm there, and just I figured, why not just have a fun 5 years instead of trying to get drafted into the 40th round. So I think me and Carl went down the same path, and I wouldn't do something different if I had another chance. I ended up at Barstool with all those guys, and it's a great time. So I'm excited to be back and finally catch a game with you guys. So
hell yes,
I'm really excited to do that. So
awesome, Chuck! Can't wait. Can't wait to see you in the 108, man. And thanks for coming on tonight. We will. We'll talk to you soon.
We gotta do.
Thank you very much, Chuck.
All right, now we got the closer. She's an OG 108er. She's young to be an OG 108er, but she is an OG 108er. She's on the original Three Things.
Yeah, that's correct.
She's a destroyer of hard seltzers. And tonight she's possibly THC enhanced. Our good friend, Allie White Sox. Allie, what's up?
Oh my Lord!
Yes, I love the name, Allie Hog Sox. That is the biggest hog, all right? You've been crushing your opponents in the 108 tourney, and we knew it. We knew it was coming, and you knew it was coming, too.
I did not think it. I thought it was going to be way closer today with Tina.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are what you are. You're the queen, and that's the way it goes.
Are you ready for tomorrow?
I think so. Honestly, I don't have that much stuff planned, but I have one thing for drastic measures, so we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I like the sound of that. That's always a good thing if there's drastic measures, So how are those Mike Tyson ear edibles? How are those things? They're pretty good?
I only took half, and
it's
about knocked me out, so.
Oh.
So we better get those this quick.
Yeah, and it's like way past my bedtime, so.
We're sorry. Apologies.
We're doubling up here. We're doubling up. So we will get to you right to your bold prediction. Give us that White Sox bold prediction.
Yes.
Well, Zoe and Tina kind of stole mine, but obviously I was going to go with Giolito. I think he's just going to be the ace of the staff this year. I got my Gio Day.
Hell yes. Love it.
it.
Man, what do you guys think about if Gio comes back and has that big year? It gets about midway through the year, we're all going to be pining for the extension, right? We're all going to be screaming and yelling and picketing outside the stadium. We have the big inflatable rat like the unions have. Like, you need to re-sign Giolito. That's how this fan base is going to be if he's really strolling.
Well, you got to think about it this way, right? You got to think about it. We saw how good he could be, right? And he was consistently good.
Yep.
Yes. And then he put on the weight, and then he lost velocity. It wasn't looking good. If he's thinned down now, if he comes out good, I think all of us are going to be thinking, yes, it was definitely the muscle mass. It was the weight. It was the lack of flexibility. I would assume we would all just attribute it to that and be like, he's back, and we should just assume that this is for good.
I hope that you're right, but there's also another thing that's in play. And our guy, White Sox Dave, said, he's too much in his head. I think the pitch clock is going to help Lucas Giolito, where he's not going to be overthinking things, and he's got to keep moving. He's like, listen, we're going to start it. We're going to set a plan, and we're going to move forth with this plan, and he's just going to keep moving. Like, he's not going to think about what he's doing, because I think Dave's right. I think Dave is a very much a student of the game, understands the game, and sees that, and he knows Lucas because he's played like modern-day warfare or whatever the fuck you kids play in the video games now with him, and he probably talked all sorts about baseball or whatever, and so, like, I think he knows that he got in his head last year. Like, I drank almost an entire bottle of Jack Daniels the last time we were on Redline Radio, and I asked Dave, what was wrong with him? And he said that, basically said that, so I think those are the two things that are going to help: the less weight and also getting out of his head.
You know what? You guys are talking a lot of science here. I'll just tell you one thing. Like 5 days after the season ended, Rick Giolito jumped in my DMs, not to brag, and he's like, "What's up?" And also, Lucas is going to be back in 2023. So I just believe Rick. Papa G is going to tell me right.
So, Allie, I want another bold prediction out of you, because I'm going to ask you a question. If Lucas Giolito comes out and he's looking like the ace, he's looking like the best in the staff, and we get to that midseason point, and we're all thinking about extension, is he the first $100 million contract that the White Sox sign?
Yes, I would hope. I would really hope. But do I believe that? I'm not sure at this point.
I feel you, because I when we start talking to Lucas Giolito extension, I just start thinking of numbers that they would never pay, and so like it's just it's worrisome.
Yeah, and I think the pitch clock too. I think it's going to negatively impact Cease, so that's why I think Giolito's going to have the better year.
Okay.
So
why do you think that this is going to negatively impact Cease?
This is kind of a thing that's been going around, like these high velocity pitchers. Okay. You feel like it's just like it's going to take. They need more time between pitches to throw that ridiculously hard.
Yeah, exactly. I think the same thing.
They got to hold the B and the A button down to like build up the power before you release it. I get it.
That's pretty much true, right?
Yeah, I get it.
There's a rest period in between. You don't think about it because it's like, oh, that's only 25 seconds or whatever. But when it's cut to 15 seconds, that's a big difference. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting with some of these relievers, right? These relievers that walk around for like a minute after they pitch, and it's like, when you go from 100, this is wild to say because I can't even see a pitch that goes this fast. But when you go from 100 to like 98, 97, it's a huge difference. So I agree, Allie. I think it could impact Cease a bit, and if it does, and Giolito comes back, he's the ace of this staff until Lance Lynn says he's not. So I'm with you. But overall tonight, I think we've heard a lot of great stuff about the pitcher, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
And Allie, I know it's past your bedtime. It's past the amount of Mike Tyson edibles that you would normally take on a Thursday night. But we appreciate you joining us, and we appreciate you closing it out for us. And we will talk to you very soon. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you soon.
See you tomorrow.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Allie.
Take care.
All right, guys.
That was awesome. All of that was awesome. Yeah.
Dude. A lot of great stuff. I'm very excited about a lot of things except for Matt Ramsey. That son of a bitch.
He's a dick.
But he does bring up something that I think most of us are worried about, right? I mean, we talked about it in the Horny Meter last week. Luis Robert is a concern. And that's one of those things where it's like this concern can turn into a huge advantage if he stays healthy and if he's the player that we all believe he can be. But speaking of being the players that we believe they can be, where are you guys at with your bold predictions? And I'm going to start with MySoxSummer.
There's 27 people in the chat right now. So that you guys are going to get some pure gold right now, and just get ready for it. And this is just what happens. I predict that 40% of the 72 new White Sox podcasts will not produce content regularly 1 month into the upcoming season. So everyone that comes in, they're going to come in all fired up. They're like, listen, we're going to talk this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. And by the time we're doing the third Sunday soak, they will no longer be posting on a regular basis whatsoever.
Their Twitter accounts will be fallow, everything. It's just it's gone. They'll be out of here.
And you're like, but I just bought this T-shirt, and then there's no podcast anymore. And you'll be like, I don't understand what happened. And I'll be like, I told you. It's not easy to do what we do, folks. It's not easy to go to a game. Not easy to have a 10-game homestand and then fucking sit in a hot tub with these two motherfuckers when I'm hungover as hell and continually drink more and more and more. And like, listen, it's a grind. But that's my prediction, that 40% of you new motherfuckers that are coming in trying to unseat the Kings are going to be struggling 1 month into the season.
I love it. I love it.
It is easy though. In the Sunday soak, we let you float around naked back there, so it should be easier for you. Like
my balls feel great.
I mean, I got to say, Beef, and you can attest to this. And this makes MySoxSummer's point. It's tough for some people to overcome the massive internet issues that go along with using StreamYard. So I
this is correct. It's been a struggle for me that I'm hanging on.
I mean, imagine being a solo podcaster, and you're on StreamYard, man. Fuck, good luck,
bro. I did that. I did the one-on-one show with Sean Anderson, the Au Jus. I cut like 3 different times during that show.
I know. I watched it. It was like watching Max Headroom fuck.
Oh my god.
Well, on the podcast, it wasn't as bad because it was just like a little cuts, and so it's like, okay, fine. Mostly the conversation held. Visually, I'm sure it was terrible. I would imagine
it was wonderful.
Good.
But Beef, why don't you lay a bold prediction on me?
All right, sounds good. I mean, I've been toggling between 2 guys, and one of them I put very much skin in the game for. And my bold prediction is that Oscar Colas makes good on his spring training production and becomes the AL Rookie of the Year. And I think that's the type of thing the White Sox need to push them forward to win this division. I think they need a performance that you're really not expecting. And White Sox fans are starting to foam at the mouth for an Oscar Colas. And the returns early are good. The power's there. And he's looked good against left-handers. So it's like he could be an everyday player. I think he follows through on that and is great this year for the White Sox.
Wow.
I mean, you think about it, right? Like the player profile that he has, he's got the power, right? Like the power is already there. Like we know about it. If it translates to the major leagues, a guy who hits 20 home runs as a rookie is the Rookie of the Year.
Right.
Like it's hard to not be. Like someone has to be incredible at everything else if you hit 20 home runs as a rookie and you're not the Rookie of the Year.
And Chorizy, I feel emboldened because we had Sam Panayotovich on here, and I love Sammy. He's a dear friend, and he just blew off my Rookie of the Year bet with Oscar Colas. He's Gunnar Henderson or whatever. And then I tweeted out the other day, and Brian Billick, who I haven't talked to in a long time, was a long-time guy, just comes to shit on me about how Gunnar Henderson's going to win. He's so happy he got him at 5-1. And I can't wait till my 25-1 comes in on this shit, and he wins Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, like the Gunnar Henderson thing, I understand, but like he could definitely come into the league and be a glove first guy for the first year or two, right? I mean, like, and like a Dansby Swanson type of guy, where like you love having that guy in your team, right? But he's not like blowing the roof off on the batting side, So like I don't know. I like Gunnar Henderson, obviously, but it doesn't necessarily translate to Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year,
yeah. Because you're talking about writers voting on this shit. So like they like the old school stats, man. They're not looking at his fucking UZR rating. Come on, man. Like, they're not. So like,
how dare you?
So I think it's interesting. I think and Colas could win it if he has a big year.
Boys, the last Rookie of the Year for the Chicago White Sox was Jose Abreu. How many home runs did he hit?
36.
Exactly. 36 home runs on the nose. That was amazing season from that man.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Such a great time. Chorizy, lay it on us. What's your bold prediction?
I was nervous about doing this one, but this is just something that I just want to like manifest into the world. And there was Lance Lynn interview recently with AJ Pierzynski, also great Sox player. And they talked about this guy, and the guy's dying to come back, man. He really just wants to get back in the game. And let's put it out there. Let's put it out there that Liam Hendricks comes back mid-season. And I'm going to go 15 saves.
Whoa, shit! Nice.
So I'm gonna put it out there. Let's hope Liam. I'm only wishing the best things for him. He's been awesome here.
Yeah.
Not just on the field, but just as a person. And like, you can't just sit here and not be upset about what's happened to him. And so I'm just hoping that he gets healthy. I mean, obviously that's the main thing. Like, I want him to be healthy, but why not just shoot the moon and just come back and have a incredible second half, blow shit out of the water, and just be the closer that we love. Like, just think about, guys, if we're in the stands for that first time you hear his track
they
start,
kill those lights.
I mean, I might rip a seat out of the fucking cement to throw it on the field.
It's going to be the loudest it's been in a long time. And I feel like you're right, Chorizy, and like people are just going to be amped. You're going to be amped, and those are the kind of stories that take you into that next level. Like, to motivate some players to go over what they would normally do. You're like, yo, this guy's out here struggling, and he just got 15 saves, or whatever. Or he's struggling, he comes back, and he's gonna just light that torch and carry him to the next thing. It's beautiful. I love it. I love that prediction.
He's a legend, man. I love I've loved him since he got here, and like I just want to see him back on the like the main thing is I want to just see him back on the field. Right, like,
for sure.
Because then I'll know that he's healthy. Like, that's the main thing. But why not come back and just destroy motherfuckers? I would love
mow him
down. I would love it.
Him having, like, as we have always said, once they get to Firestarter and his warm-up song, like, he's usually unstoppable. If we get to Firestarter every time, he usually fucking completes the
Then he
save.
dominates.
That's true. That's true. It depends on how long they let him into the song. We'll see.
We love it.
I know there's a pitch clock. I don't know what the in-between time is. Hopefully they leave it long enough.
There's no clock for the bringing in music.
We get deep enough in a fire starter, I'm going to feel real good.
Maybe we can float a couple cartons to Gene Honda, so then maybe he can just like wait to announce him till like we get closer to Firestarter. So then like he's not like, announced his name. He's got to pitch 5 seconds after.
The thing is, you don't want to leave him out there too long because he waits till he hears his name to do the hop. So, like, you don't want to.
True.
You don't want to leave them out there. All right, fellas. Excellent time tonight. A lot of great bold predictions. Very excited, and I appreciate every single one of the people that came on tonight and joined us. It's a lot of fun when you can get through that many people in a show. These are all people that we've wanted to have on the show or have had on the show before, and really appreciate that out of everybody. But talking about appreciation, it's time for the thank yous. All right. BeefLoaf, you're up first. Who are you thanking or GFYing?
My thank you is going to my guy MySoxSummer for picking me up in these 108 tourney postgame shows when I had internet problems and taking over, reading all the matchups and filling things in for you and giving you the results and everything. He's done a great job the last several days. A job that was supposed to be mine, but my internet really fucked my ability to do that, and he just filled in admirably. So I appreciate you, brother.
You're welcome.
I love it. MSS.
You're very welcome.
Who are you thinking? Or who are you GFYing?
I want to thank. I got two thank yous. My first thank you, and I think I gave him a really good thank you in the post tourney wrap up with Brewhan Luke having a great run this year and just like doing so much work for the 108 brand, and working with Loaf doing something that me and Chorizy do not want to do. So I appreciate him like writing that out. And then also, like, not a thank you, but mostly like a congratulations to the Bums on getting their the affiliation with the Knob Creek and picking a single barrel. But not only getting it, but also doing what I think that we would do as the 108. Share it with other people. They're like, hey, if you show up to our tailgate, we'll let you try some rare ass Knob Creek single barrel. So tell us what you like. Like just pushing it out there. Everyone is sharing in the reward of something that they're doing that is benefiting. Chorizy.
Speaking of the Bums.
Oh, all right.
Cheers, Joey P.
Oh, Joey, thank you.
Thanks, Joey P. The fourth bum. Well, the fifth bum now. Are you the fifth bum or the fourth bum?
He's technically the fourth.
Did they make Dougie the fifth
Dougie's
bum
the
now?
fifth.
Dougie's the
I think that's right. Yeah.
I got a GFY.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
The Illinois state government. So our state government right now is trying to put together a committee. This is recently passed to create a new Illinois state flag, And why do they want to do this? Because they see the Chicago flag. This is them saying this. They see the Chicago flag, and people have T-shirts and they have tattoos and things like that. And they think that if they modernize the Illinois state flag, which is a fine flag, there's nothing wrong with it, that people would do the same. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you ever been anywhere else in the fucking world when someone's like, hey, where are you from? And someone from way the fuck outside of Chicago goes, I'm from Chicago. No one gives a fuck about being from Illinois. All right? No.
That's all right.
No one's fucking like, oh yeah, I'm from Carbondale, Illinois. Represent. Here's the tattoo that I have about it. Get the fuck out.
Chorizy, I don't know if you know, but I used to live out west. And so when I lived out west, people would be like, hey, where are you from? I'd be like, oh, I'm from Chicago. Because no one knew where Sterling, Illinois was. But when they would say, oh, I'm from Chicago, it's like, well, actually, I'm from Sterling, Illinois. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's by Dixon. And they're like, oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I heard it.
Which that means they have no idea.
Cheers, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Appreciate you.
And then I'd have to go down to Rockford, and then I'd have to say, you know who my favorite rapper is? Steve-O from Rockford, Illinois.
But yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, the reason that no one has the Illinois state flag tattooed on them is because no one gives a fuck.
It sucks.
You know, like,
That's right.
it's not the flag itself. All right, you didn't mess up the flag. Yeah,
Flag's fine.
The state's just whatever.
It
right,
is what
like
it is. California state flag, fire. I love it. Love it.
I love that you're upset by this.
Like, think about it. Like, if like someone's like, it's like, hey, where are you from? Are you from Philly or are you from Pennsylvania? Come on. The fucking Pennsylvania Dutch don't have tattoos on their necks, all right?
I'm from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Check out my fucking Hershey kiss on my shoulder.
You wish. You're so hungry.
I'm not that hungry.
Well, all right. I think we're about done now. But thank you, everybody.
Not hungry, but we'll eat, motherfucker. I know it.
That's right. That is right. We will. The 108 tourney continues tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Make sure to be there. Make sure to vote. Vote as much as you can, but only with human voting.
Please.
And then we will see you tomorrow night at 8:15. I think, Beef, you're ditching us, right?
I'm out. So I got a prior engagement. You guys are going to handle it. So
man, what a dick.
Right, I guess MSS, me and you will run the show, man.
Me and you. We've been doing anyways. Doesn't matter.
What's going to happen.
The real stars of the show.
We won't have Al Jurgensen's personal security guard backing us up anymore.
You son of a bitch.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Cheers.